Hey, Calgary, what's happening? It's No Payne Roofing again, back with the No Payne Roofing podcast. It's Thursday, the sun is out, things are starting to melt, which makes us extremely happy. We're super stoked about that. Today, we are learning more about one of our teams, and today we are joined by Brandon Keller and Da. They are one of our service crews, and as you can see in the description, they can take care of any repair, small, large. They can even do re-roofs if they needed to. So, how are you guys doing today?
Oh, doing good, thank you.
Yeah, kick ass. Awesome. How are you doing,
Pretty
Da?
good, pretty good.
Yeah, everyone's good?
Yep.
Good news, good news. So, we're going to start just by getting an idea of what got you guys interested in roofing in the first place. We're going to ask how it all started. All right, so let's start with Brandon. What got you into roofing?
Mr. Michael Payne did. I grew up with Mike. I've known him for just over 20 years and been working with him on and off since I was about 13. And he called me up and said he started a roofing company. So I was living in Regina at the time, and I moved in with him and started roofing.
Hey, well, right on. Mike was also a pretty big component or a big player in my story as well, getting me involved in roofing. So we both have Mike to thank for the opportunity for sure. Cool. How was Regina? How was living there?
Horrible.
Horrible compared to Calgary?
Yeah.
Wow, brutal. All right, Da, how about you? How's roofing? How'd you get into it?
Well, for me back then, like 2 years ago, I started. I was doing flat roofing.
Flat roofing.
2 years ago back in BC. But then after I moved back to Calgary here, and then I got one of my friend guys working for No Pay Roofing and stuff. So he told me about it, and that's how I started. And then like a year and a half later, and then I was working for No Pay Roofing.
Hey, right on. Cool. Well, yeah, it's always good to jump on a good opportunity when it presents itself, right? And
That's right.
I assume you enjoy your job.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
nice
really,
being
yeah.
outside for sure. It's a little risky sometimes, but it's nice to be hanging out with your buddies. Well, not hanging out, but getting to work with your friends and being outside. Definitely
That's
a nice bonus for sure. So, did you have any initial fear or anxiety moving into it? We'll start with you, Da. Were you shaky climbing that ladder?
No, not really, because of the height. I'm not that really scared about it, and I was doing a flat roof before too. So, like with that, I'm not really having any fears and stuff. So like in the beginning, it's a little bit harder to walk on like a 7/12 pitch and stuff, but after a while, it gets better. It's just a lot better every day and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you might be a little different from me because when I first started, it was a little different. I mean,
Okay.
I was working with an exterior metal company, so working at heights, but I wasn't right on the eave end, cleaning out gutters or anything like that. So it was a little weird for me, but over time, you grow and you learn.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
How about you, Brandon? Were you shaky? Were you worried about it?
No, pretty much the same. The heights don't really bother me, but the steep roofs, that was definitely a challenge when he first started, because it's hard to walk on. It's hard to get the skills to have everything organized where your gun's not falling off the roof and your shingles aren't sliding all over the place. And
It's a classic roofing problem for sure.
Yes.
You have like little rubber grips on the side of the gun, but they're worn out in
Yeah.
a single day, and then
they doesn't work on a 8, 12,
Yeah,
12,
that's
12.
right.
of course.
Yeah.
Well,
Those new roofer jack stands with the foam on them, those
Mm.
things are super handy for that.
yeah. I think I first saw those at Monarch
Yeah.
Roofing and Siding Center. Picked a
Yeah.
couple up, and I certainly had no issues like shingling a 10-12, 12-12 side.
Yeah,
Made it a
That's
lot
right, that's
easier.
right, Yeah, yeah.
It was really nice.
To have one to stand on and then one to put your gun and you can hold the bundle, and it definitely makes work a lot more convenient.
Yeah, you could stand on one and then put one up in front of you, just
Yeah.
up the pitch for your drink and your gun and whatever else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Extra
yeah,
nails if you need them. Yeah, cool.
That's right.
So, speaking of, say, working really long days, what helps get you guys through super long days? Like, obviously, lunch breaks are nice. I mean, there's music, things like that. But more specifically, what helps get you guys through super long work days? We'll start with you, Da. What do you think?
For me, usually working in the summers, you're gonna have to drink a lot of water, get dehydrated and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And usually lunchtime, I always eat rice, even though like breakfast, lunch, dinners and stuff. So I will drink a lot of waters. Drink a lot of waters. Make sure you're working. Make sure you're wearing proper clothing and stuff. and always make sure you cover, have some sunscreen and stuff. And yeah, it's always good. It's good to drink a lot of waters.
Yeah, of course. That's a huge part of it for sure. And when it's say like plus 25, it's like probably plus 35 on the roof, right?
That's right. Yeah, because with all the heat coming from the shingles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tough. It takes a certain kind of person to pull it off.
Exactly. Man.
Work a 12-hour day in the sun.
Yeah.
And then we'll have fires in BC and all the smoke's rolling in, and like you can't even breathe. And now you're up there, and
oh yeah, last year.
Last summer was pretty brutal for that.
Yeah, for sure. So what about you, Brandon? What helps you?
Well, you definitely got to drink lots of water. Red Bull always helps as well.
Yeah.
I find a good breakfast in the morning helps.
Oh yeah.
So Triple O's is usually one of my first stops in the morning.
Oh yeah, lucky you living down in
Hands
the
down.
industrial area. Yeah. Yeah,
Best
I love
breakfast
that.
sandwich in the city.
Yeah, for sure. I actually worked at Triple O's with Nolan
Did you?
for like a year in Penticton, where we grew up. Yeah, we both worked there for a while.
Nice.
Became addicted instantly. But yeah, good breakfast goes a long way, no doubt about it. Good lunch, all that good stuff. Stretching, something I never did enough of, but I started to get into stretching a lot more before the day and during the day. Woke up the next morning and it was just, it was a little better. I mean, it's hard on the body regardless, but yeah, stretching was something that really helped me out. So music, as I said, is something that really helps too, getting through the day. Do you guys listen to a lot of music, podcasts? What do you guys listening to throughout the day?
I used to listen to music all day when I was re-roofing, but now with service calls, most jobs are pretty quick, or I'm in an attic and in and out of the houses, so I don't really bother with music anymore, unfortunately. But that's something I definitely do miss.
Yeah, I can relate. I guess with me doing inspections more often and just having less time to just kind of sink into whatever I'm listening to. I'm going to speak with clients or build reports and things. It's definitely hard to, I guess, indulge as much as I used to. What about you, Da? What do you, if you're not listening to music on the roof all day, I mean, what are you listening to? What are you doing?
Working, probably just talking to friends, talking to the usually Bo and stuff. And yeah, not really, because like when you're laborers, you have sometimes you have to get a lot of stuff from the ground and stuff, climb up the ladders like at least 20-30 times a day sometimes.
Yeah,
just get small stuff. And some exercise too, so you don't really get to listen to music because like with all the calls and stuff, you have to listen and work on. But sometimes I listen to music too. Hip hop and stuff.
Yeah, right on. Hip hop. Yeah, I've always been more like traditional hip hop or like early 90s and stuff. Like when I was in another life.
Hip hop was good.
Yeah, for sure. I listened to a lot of like Tech Nine back in the day. I listened to Tech Nine and Lupe Fiasco, actually a bunch of that.
Country is good too.
Country
is good. Yeah.
Oh, you're more talking like old Death Row and Snoop Dogg.
Oh, even older. Yeah. No,
Tupac.
Ice Cube. I listened to Ice Cube a bunch too, and
Yeah.
I guess as I said, that was a bit of another time for me. But there's always every once in a while, I'll revisit all this old stuff that I really liked because you'll never lose that part of you, right? Okay, well, moving on. How's everyone doing? Are you guys making out with this podcast? This is like your guys' first podcast ever?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, well.
First podcast, kind of a little bit nervous, but once you get into it, you just
relax. It's just three guys hanging out. That's it,
That's right, man.
There's only 25,000 people watching. I mean, no, I'm kidding. Maybe 25. I don't know. But hey, we're getting there. We're climbing the ranks slowly. But anyways, moving forward, this isn't the funnest question in the world. I mean, we're here to talk about the crew, but talking about the work itself could be interesting. So, I mean, we're going to talk about our favorite tasks when you're on the roof. Because I know you guys aren't part of a re-roofing crew now, but you're doing a lot of the same work. So what do you think would be your favorite task of all the roofing tasks that you have? What would you pick as your number one?
Well, for me, before 2 weeks ago, I was doing re-roof. So always ripping and prepping and shingle list and stuff. But usually ripping and prepping give you a lot of workouts and stuff. So I prefer ripping and prepping.
Yeah.
That's one thing for me, yeah.
I don't blame you. I mean, the only thing for me is after like 5 years, my elbow started to really screw up because like I broke my elbow. I shattered my humerus when I was like 6 years old.
Wow.
So like I already have lingering pain from it, phantom pain maybe, but yeah, just all day. It's hard to switch hands too. You can't go as fast, but like over time, my elbows started to go. I'd use like a compression band or a compression sleeve a lot of the time, but still. Ripping and prepping, not a bad task. Not a bad task. Feels like you're getting stuff done, right? That's where it all starts. You're doing it every day, anyways.
Because usually in a long day, you have to do a lot of shingles, and my back just started hurting. Back in the days when I was doing wrestling. And,
wrestling, yeah.
Yeah, wrestling, yeah.
Just forget roofing, just become a pro wrestler.
Yeah. I was doing it,
pro.
Yeah.
He's pro. I actually watched you flip Nolan right over at Mike's place that one time.
Yeah,
Watching you flip Nolan was probably one of the funniest videos I have saved on my phone of all time.
He's the no pain undefeated champion.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, right on. That's a nice title to have.
That's right.
So what about you, Brandon? If you had to pick your favorite task, what would you pick?
Well, when I was re-roofing, definitely shingling.
Yeah.
Nothing beat just being on a big side, headphones in, head down, just giving her. But more for on the service side of it, I'd probably say like reflashing chimneys and that kind of stuff, because the homeowner's having lots of issues. It's leaking. It's causing them lots of problems. And you pull out all the old crappy flashing and you put in new stuff. You make it look nice with the gum lip and seal it all up, and so it's kind of the satisfaction of knowing that you're helping the people out and see the difference from the old leaky chimney to the nice new shiny one.
Right on. Yeah, that's a good answer actually. I can relate, because sometimes, well, most of the time you're just doing a general re-roof, right? And most clients don't always opt for, chimney reflash package or whatever else, and you're re-roofing around it. You're looking at it like, should be redone. But when you get those opportunities to go in and
do it,
fix things up and replace things like that, it certainly feels good.
It is kind of a double-bladed sword, though, because trying to peel apart those shingles that have been sealed for 20 years, sometimes that could be a task. Some of them are a little better than others, but it's a challenge.
Yeah, no, it's totally a challenge for sure. I guess we'll throw a curveball at you, because last time I didn't ask the other guys this question, but let's talk about our least favorite. Your least favorite, the worst part of the day. During a re-roof, during a service call, what's your least favorite task, Da? What do you think?
For me, is to sometimes if you have to change the gooseneck, let's say you have to change to a plastic gooseneck, the one that we use with the insert, but the like on the old one, they use a lot of nails behind it, and so if if you have to go around it, you're gonna have to take off like a lot of nails, so you don't want to rip the shingles, but then you can't really do it. You're gonna have to rip off the shingles, like a couple pieces of shingles, and then redo it again, and that just takes a lot of times. But that's the least thing that
actually that's a really good answer for sure. Yeah, now that I think about it, I mean, I'm doing a lot less of those repairs nowadays, but I remember those days, when they've used like 15, 20 nails around the entire thing. Yeah, that's a huge pain in the butt for sure. Okay, Brandon, well, what say you? Least favorite task?
Well, Daw definitely had a good one there.
Yeah.
I would probably say being in old attics when it's got that old itchy insulation, and then a lot of times they put the bathroom fans like right down at the bottom in the soffit. You gotta like army crawl down to get to it, and then you go to army crawl backwards out, and it fills your pants with insulation, and you're just itchy all day. That'd probably be one of my least favorite.
That's a good answer as well. That's
small
actually
attics, You're a big deal.
The new insulation, it's pretty awesome. It doesn't make you itchy. It's not so nice in your eyes, but it's
true.
It's definitely a great improvement from the old fiberglass stuff.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Something I can relate to a little bit more so nowadays, because I have those same moments where, I mean, having to inspect from the interior, and one of those goosenecks is right down in the eave end as deep as it can get. And sometimes the house was built in 1965 or it's brutal. It's brutal. But as you said, with replacing chimney components or whatever else, it feels good just being to replace something that was faulty or something that needed replacement, because you're doing well by the client. They're paying good money to have it done. So it sucks, but in the end, you feel good about it. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
For sure. Okay, let's talk a little bit about No Payne Roofing itself as a company. How do you think No Payne Roofing stands out amongst other roofing companies? I'm not sure if you have any other experience with other roofing companies, but what do you think you'd say, Doc?
Cause like before I was doing flat roofing, so I was in re-roof and stuff. So for me, this is gonna be my first time with the re-roof, and being with No Payne Roofing has been a really good journey, and I have learned a lot from them, and a lot from Bo's too, cause Bo was my crew leaders. Not that I'm in service crew is probably is gonna be Brandy's now, but being with No Payne Roofing, it just give you it just for me it's the safety too, cause cause like you're always on the roof, and it's all like when it's steep, you're always in danger. So safety is number one thing for me.
Right.
And No Pay is really good with that. So I will say for me the safety and the love for the peoples and for the workers and for the clients too, and the warranty. Yeah, I will say the warranties too. The warranties for the clients is just really good, and I will say so. And that to be able to work for No Pay Roofing is really good for me. So it's
Hey,
really nice. Yeah.
right on.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
good.
Right on, Doc. That was very well spoken. That was a very, very articulated response.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
fantastic. Yeah, no, right on.
First time, cause like I never done roofing before,
Mm.
and I was only done like flat roof. So doing re-roof is something different. I will say a re-roof is better than a flat roof. Just because I mean flat roof. Before I was enjoying flat roofs too. It's just that flat roof you have to do a lot of tasks, in like a lot of heavy rolls too.
Mm.
And so with the re-roof for me, I just find it a little bit easier for me, easier for my bodies too. And yeah, No Pay just gives you a lot of like, if you don't know something, you will learn and you will know. So yeah, it's always good.
Yeah, for sure. Hands-on training is important. I mean, you hire somebody on the crew, and just to leave them to figure things out on their own it's unfortunate
That's
circumstance for them because they can make mistakes and everything else. But
right. That's right. Yeah,
I mean, one bonus could be just the size of the company itself. I mean, since we are
That's
expanding,
nice. Yep.
it's important to hire the right people and to train them properly
well
as well,
trained, yeah, that's right. That's right.
which
yeah.
is great.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay, Brandon, what say you?
I think one of the things that makes us stand out from the rest of the companies is Michael's policy of quality over quantity. So a lot of roofers, a lot of roofing companies, they just kind of rush through things. They cut corners to make that extra dollar. Where Mike, he'll pay you an extra 10, 20 hours on that house. And there's been lots of houses where he didn't even make any money, but he can sleep at night knowing that we did everything properly to the manufacturer specs and the best job that we could do. So, and then a lot of companies, they pay their roofers by the bundle. So that goes back to people, rushing, fighting over sides to get the bigger side. There's a lot of hostility on the roof because everyone's kind of arguing, and then that's when people try to rush to, they don't care about the job that they're doing. All they see is a dollar sign and how many bundles they can do.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure. I know what you're saying. I mean, I've been doing roof inspections, obviously, and I come across some of the craziest things I've ever seen that I couldn't even imagine anyone doing in the first place. I mean, since we're so used to re-roofing with no pain, and then I find, for example, I'd like lift a shingle and find like 2 nails in it, 6 inches from either side of the shingle.
Yeah.
So like complete inappropriate nail placement. And I mean, they would cut the backs off the shingles and use it as starter and then install the same shingle. So I'm lifting shingles and I'm seeing plywood. Stuff like that would never fly, right? And so as Brandon said, quality over quantity, coming from the big man himself, Mike Payne, is certainly a good motto to go by.
That's right.
And it's certainly great to hear great things about the company. I mean, we're not biased because we've worked with other companies and we have experience elsewhere. And to just see that those corners are not being cut within this company is certainly reassuring, because longevity, within this company is important, and we're doing quality work and can't go wrong with that, right?
That's right.
Right on. Cool. Right on. Well, we had Daniel show up. Hey, man. Hey, yeah, we
Hey,
got
what's
we
up?
got our official camera guy here taking shots during the podcast. You might have seen his hair or half of his face a couple times, but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. It's important that we get some good footage for Instagram and for Facebook and everything else. Helps for advertising purposes and whatnot. So we're happy to have you here, man. Thank you. Right on. Cool. So moving on. We're gonna get a little bit more personal, guys.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
get personal.
Let's do it.
We want to know a little bit more about you guys, right? Because getting to know the team. It's the whole aim of the game, aim of the name game. Dawes is a
name,
sweet
give
name,
name,
by the
name
way.
game,
I'm like
yeah.
fumbling my words, but it's a good opportunity to
game.
point out that I like your name because Dawes is pretty cool.
Short.
It's very easy. It's like Bo. It's kind of like it's cool having a couple guys in the company with really easy names.
Yeah. Agreed.
Let's talk about some of your favorite hobbies, huh? Let's talk about hobbies. What are you into?
Well,
Da,
for
we'll
me,
start with you. I think I got a cool photo of you actually
Yeah.
doing one of your sweet hobbies
for
here.
me, sure. Yeah. Let's check it out.
Yeah, cool. Well, let's switch
Yeah.
the cam here. We got a TV cam. Look at our beautiful team. Where's Brandon? Brandon's up there somewhere. Oh, yeah,
there you
right
go.
in the center. He's right behind me, right on.
Hey,
And
that's
right,
me.
and there's Da, too.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a match made in heaven.
I agreed.
Right on.
Agreed.
Okay, well, we'll start. Here we go. Boom. This is what we need.
Oh, that's a takraw. It's a
Takraw.
Thai- Yeah, it's a Thai takraw. Yeah.
It's a Thai sport.
It's
Something I haven't played.
Yeah, it's basically just like volleyballs, but
Okay.
each side you have 3 people. So it's not play with your hand, you play with your leg and your head. So, and right now I don't think there's any videos that will show like the spike, the rolls, and
Okay,
and
yeah.
all the crazy stuff that you do. But with this, I prefer the Thai takraw and then volleyballs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's almost the same as volleyball. So, yeah. Other than that, takraw has been a really good games to the Thai people, and like they're probably like the best like national team in the world.
Oh,
I will
cool.
say Thai people, yeah, because it's been I will say because I think it came from Thailand.
Yeah,
if I'm
right
not
on.
wrong. If I'm not wrong.
Does
yeah.
Canada have a takraw team?
Canada, national no, because this one they don't go into Olympics.
Oh,
So
right. Okay.
yeah, so basically I'm not sure, but I do have a couple Canadian friends that play takraw and they loves it.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, and before they were play soccer and other stuff, and while they get into the takraw, they loves it. They loves it. They don't want to go back to play soccer because soccer you have to run a lot, and then with this you don't have to run.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, but you have to know how to flip. Though.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Because I
Like,
remember
bas-
you and Kaser just like practicing your moves in the
Basketball
front
kick,
yard
yeah,
once, and it's
yeah.
like you need to be quite the acrobat in order to do
and flexible,
or
really
and
flexible.
be
too.
flexible. Yeah, because like I think that's you kicking, right?
yeah,
in
that's
this
right.
Shot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
And you're, I think, in the middle of a backflip because I've seen you guys. You have to do like this side flip, spin, like.
Ye-
Like imagine having to spike a ball downwards over a
Yeah.
net with your feet. You're gonna have to do a flip of some sort, right?
That's right. That's
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
to
yeah.
work for a week for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I would try to do that. I'd break my leg
Yeah.
probably.
Bo has tried it. Bo had tried it once.
How was he?
He's doing good. He's doing good. For first timers,
Oh yeah.
he never got into it before, but we told him to come out and to play with us, and he did. He
Yeah,
did,
cool.
and quite a good experience.
Well, if we
Is
do
it?
a company barbecue or something in the summer, we'll have to set up a net.
We should definitely do it. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah, make sure we have a week or two off work before we do that because
I'll be the cheerleader.
yeah, yeah, why not? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, how about you, Brandon? What gets you going outside of roofing?
Well, I spend lots of time with the kids.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Right on.
Do
Yeah.
the family thing. Pretty much my one big hobby is I like to cook.
Oh, look at that.
I have a Traeger at home, so every weekend I'm always got something on there.
Yeah, Brandon. Nolan mentioned to me that you smoke a lot of meats too,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I'd envy having something like that sitting in my backyard.
Oh yeah, he bring me one time.
Yeah.
He brought
right
it
on.
to me. Yeah.
Anyways, you mentioned spending time with your family, so I pulled up this photo here of you and your daughter.
Yeah, she
presume-
loves coming to work with me.
Yeah, right on. You guys getting ready to do some insulation top up from the looks of it.
Yep, yeah. We were actually just delivering all the insulation. I needed like 30 bundles, so I had to make a couple trips. So she come for the ride because it was out in Brad Creek. So, and I figured it was a good photo up, so we set them all up with the new new company truck. So
Yeah,
look
right
nice,
on.
man. Look nice.
That's cool. Get him
Yeah.
involved and get him interested. It's better than sitting at home or I
Watching
mean,
TV.
yeah, watching
Yeah.
TV. Or, I mean, being
Or
at school. I don't know if this was during the pandemic or not. If she was out of school, but
this was last summer. So, but even like way back when we were all roofing together, she used to come at the end of the day, and she used to love picking up all the shingles and throwing them into the bin. And I think that was a highlight of her day, was getting to come help Dad at work for 20
yeah,
minutes.
cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right on.
Start young.
Cool, right on. Yeah. So you said a Traeger. That's the smoker that you have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Do you have to buy? I think I know about like you have to buy smoke pellets and stuff for it, right?
Yeah, you can buy all sorts of different flavors of pellets. So you can get like apple or a bunch of different flavors, and it's the one I have is super simple, which is the way I like it, because takes all the work out of it compared to like an offset smoker where you have to have charcoals, and you got to build a fire, and you got to constantly watch it, and you got to
Yeah.
there's a lot more to it than the one that I have. You just fill the hopper up with pellets, and you set it to the temperature you want. You put your meat in, and that's pretty much it.
I think the closest I've ever come to smoking something was probably when I tried to cook a steak on a campfire once. It didn't turn out too well, but that's probably the closest I've come to it. But to hear you being interested in something that I rarely hear about is actually pretty cool. You're definitely gonna have to bring me a slice of meat someday.
Oh man, it's
We
good.
will.
Yeah,
It's good. Yeah, he brought me one time. Man, it's pretty good.
If we
It's
do
really
a bar-
good.
If we
Really
do
good,
a
actually.
barbecue this year, I'll bring it over.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we should certainly set something up. Last time I was hanging out really with any of the crews is when my crew was doing a house that I could see from my deck. It was like
Oh,
4
yeah.
houses down from the backyard, which was the most convenient job of all time. But we had a barbecue and
Nice.
had a bunch of burgers and stuff. But we definitely got to try to set something up for the summer for sure.
Why not, man? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be nice. That'll be nice.
Okay, well, let's see what other photos we got here, because I think we got another cool a few talking points. I like this one. It's one of my personal favorites here. just from watching.
look
I
at
think
that.
you forgot to mention your side hobby of impersonating the Cookie Monster, Brandon. In this case, it looks like the Cookie Monster got the best of you and misidentified you for a cookie. Yeah. Give us some backstory here. What's going on?
Oh, we were just heading out to go trick or treating last year.
I thought maybe it was a birthday, but
No, it was
Oh,
it was
okay.
Halloween, and it was my little guy's first Halloween that he was actually out of the stroller. So
cool. Yeah.
it was a little hard to see, but he was my little sidekick Elmo, and my daughter was Wonder Woman. So
Right on. I feel kind of stupid now thinking that was a birthday party thing. I mean, yeah, everyone's wearing costumes. That makes more sense that it's Halloween. I don't know why I was thinking that. Well, I stand corrected. Cool. Well, it's cool that you have, that you're cool enough of a dad to get dressed up like that and go trick-or-treating, because not everybody's as cool
As a
as
dad,
you. So
yeah.
for all you dads out there listening to this, take notes, because Brandon Keller's a hell of a dad, and he looks really good in the Cookie Monster suit.
I agreed.
Okay? Proof right here in front of you. Take a look. Read them and weep. Okay, cool. Well, moving on anyways. Let's see. I think I got another couple photos of Da here. Here's a cool one. I like this one. This is
yeah.
actually Danny's handiwork, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel's work.
Right
Yeah,
on. Yeah, good job, man.
photographer, Yeah,
It looks
The guy.
good.
Man, this one look nice, eh?
This will be a really hard question, I'm sure, but
No worries, man.
you remember what roof you're on in this picture?
No, not really.
yeah, I know, right?
Because like
There's
over
so many roofs.
over the years we've
Yeah,
done a
of
lot
course.
of roofing, a lot of roofs. So yeah, no, man, not a clue.
No, it's
Not a
okay.
clue
This
who
is a
it
good
has, yeah.
picture. I had to pull something up,
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool. I'm assuming that DeWalt pouch is for your phone on the front.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
fun,
right
fun.
on.
It's coming handy.
I should have something like that, because I used to have one when I buy the OtterBox, and it just has like the plastic clip that comes with it,
Oh, okay.
and I've cracked my screen quite a few times just with it hanging on my chest like
yeah,
that, and
yeah,
the
yeah,
screen's exposed. Kind of a stupid.
That was pretty nice, really handy. Cause usually, if I get a phone calls or whatever, and there's always Siri's that help you out. So you just say like Siri, pick up the phone, this and that. So it will just do that for you quick, pretty fast. So
For
it's pretty
sure.
good, yeah, man. Pretty
All
good
right.
setup too.
Yeah, it's a good setup, man. I guess best part of the photo is that you're wearing your fall rest.
Oh
Might be a little hard to see, but there
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. Where is it? There we go. Look at that.
There.
Oh, wait. No, other side. Boom.
There you go. Look at that.
Important. Safety first. Most important thing.
Always.
Here I'm trying to
Always.
zoom control with my cell phone here on this TV screen.
Always.
Not a great way to do it, but hey. Okay, I got another good photo here of Brandon, and I'm going to put him on the spot with it. Ready? All right, Brandon, what can you say about this photo, man? That looks like one hell of a chimney chase.
That was definitely an interesting job. Believe it or not, that was one of the least scary chimneys.
Really?
Really?
Because that's looking like close to 10, 12 pitch, just from the very bottom of the photo.
yeah,
you can kind of
was-
see that was steep roof.
Yeah, it was 12-12.
Oh, yeah.
I think there was 10 chimneys, and there was a couple of them that were on the only way to get to it was to put your ladder on a hip and then go to the corner of the chimney. So yeah, it was.
I know exactly what job you're talking about because
You
it was flat,
refused it.
flat on the
Yeah.
inside. Yeah, that was a job that I was supposed to take care of when I was working with Carly,
Yeah.
but it was midwinter and it was too
Yeah.
sketchy.
No, it was not a winter job.
I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that job. That was I think Nolan was on that job too.
Yep. Yeah, and me and Nolan, we reflashed all the bottoms of the chimney, and then we had our fellas at Standard Flashing make up all the new chimney chases, and I went and installed them all.
Right on. Yeah, a little shout out to Standard
man.
Flashing. They certainly help us out when we need it, no doubt about it. And we bring them work, and I'm sure they're happy for that too.
Absolutely.
Right on. Cool. Okay, let's move on here. I think I got another photo of. Here's another DAW shot. That's also a sweet photo.
Yeah. Well, probably
Nice
the same
shots,
as-
Daniel. Man, they're looking good,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, looking really
Those
good.
thing, yeah.
Right
man.
on. So, all right, hot question. What roof are you on?
You make
What-
me look good. I
What
don't
roof
know.
is it, man?
No, I don't know.
yeah, I know. It's too many,
Too many.
but it's a good shot. It's a good shot.
Every years we've done a lot of roofs. So
Of course.
and, man, the cameraman, man, it's pretty stunning.
It's super nice having someone around taking real shots. No,
good
it's
models
super
too,
nice.
eh?
Yeah, good models.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at
good
you
mo-
up
yeah.
there. Yeah, right on. And Daniel just recently started tagging along with some of the service crews as well, getting some videos and things too, which is good because, like I said before, advertising purposes too. It kind of shows, I guess, the inner workings of the process
And how we do
some of the
things.
repairs, stuff like that. Certainly important. Yeah. So, okay, I got a question for you. How about favorite roofing nailer? Huh? Because I think that's a Hitachi or Metabo. I think because they kind of switched or bought the company out. Which one's your favorite?
Well, first I started with Bostitch.
Yeah, Boston.
Bostitch, and
I
then
hate
after,
Bostitch.
yeah. Well, yeah. After that, I switched to Hitachi. So Hitachi is all the ways now. So, for me, Hitachi is the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
for
on.
me right now. Yeah.
What about you, Brandon? What do you think?
I would say the Hitachi or whatever they call it now is the best.
Hitachi.
I first started with the Bostitch about 10 years ago as well, and they always jam. The cylinder inside always breaks, and you're always blowing seals. And then you can't control the depth of your nails very good. It's just on like the 1, 2, 3 compared to that one where you can actually feather it to get where you want it to be.
That's right. Yeah.
The Super Roofer was pretty good too.
I was gonna say my favorite is the Max Super Roofer.
Hitachi is pretty light. I like it. It's a little bit lighter than
they're
the
lighter,
Bostitch,
and
yeah.
those fancy little rubber grips there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The Super Roofer didn't have those.
The grip itself, I think, is a huge thing. How because the Bostitch, I feel like is really thick,
Yeah.
and like the Hitachi and the Max are like a little skinnier.
Yeah.
Another thing I find really important is that magnet they have in the tip as well, because your last nail you can actually
Oh,
drive rather than
With
it
the
just- and I'm
Bostitch.
pretty sure the Hitachis don't have
No, they don't.
the magnet, so I mean that's the only drawback.
Yeah.
But
Just got to be quicker.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You gotta be fast. Yeah.
They don't have the magnet, but they're really good for the swipe to go along the line, where you can just kind of drag your nail gun and
That's right.
compared
Yeah.
to
Bostitch, yeah, there's a
Yeah.
kickback to it. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
Bostitch, yeah.
Okay, I got another photo coming in here. All right, this one's for you, Brandon.
oh,
This is a crowd favorite.
Yeah, look at that.
no.
Right on, dude. Strongest guy on the roof. Because those bundles are close to like, the North Gates are a little skinnier than the Landmarks, but that's probably still like 65 pounds or 60 pounds.
Yeah, 60,
Around there.
70, something like that.
So I think the Landmark was like 70.
With the
something.
heavy one, yeah.
I think,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Did Mike take that photo?
He did. Yep.
Yeah, right on.
Lovely boss,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, cool. Well, look at that. Full underlayment, full synthetic wrap.
Yeah.
Steps are appropriate. Yeah, we've got proper starter strip going up the gable side. That's right. Take note, roofers. It's been brutal, some of the inspections I've been doing, some of the roof inspections.
Back when my muscles were bigger than my gut.
What about now? What about now?
Uh,
Not so
you know
much.
what?
That's the one thing I do miss about re-roof is the constant workout.
Yeah.
yeah, we've got a comment here. I'm wearing multiple hats at the moment, but we got a couple
Okay.
comments here from Mike, from No Payne Roofing Incorporated.
Okay.
Never know who it is exactly. It might be
Yeah,
an
man.
office administrator, but one of the comments reads, "Boss stitch is okay depending on where you buy it." So I'm not sure if there's a huge variation, but maybe if it's manufactured, say in the States versus manufactured in a different part of the world, maybe it could have a thing.
Yeah. 'Cause usually we always bought them at the Home Depot or at Rona.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I don't know. Everyone I've ever owned went to Hillhurst at least 2 or 3 times.
Hillhurst, actually, shout out to Hillhurst as well,
Yeah.
down in Kensington, because they've repaired quite a lot of stuff for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Hitachi, for me, I just find it best because, like, even though in the winter times, like in the cold, it just work better than most other guns for me, mostly.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I will. Yeah.
I mean, I'd
Bust
rather.
is good. Bust is good, but Hitachi is.
Yeah, for sure. They all
Yeah.
do their job,
Yeah.
properly. But
Yeah.
that's more of a personal
That's
thing
right.
after that. There's some crazy ones I've seen online too. I can't remember any of the names, but there's some really cool looking roof nailers out there. I've even seen, I can't remember names now, but I think Pass Load has like a gas powered roofing nailer. It's like little like gas cartridges.
Oh.
I worked for a couple other re-roof companies as well, or residential roofing, and yeah, one of them had a Pass Load gas powered. He used it. It was slow going though. Like you had to. It was not really practical for.
What
a
about the
re-roof.
batteries? The batteries,
Yeah, I was just
DeWalt.
gonna mention that the DeWalt,
Yeah, DeWalt
the
batteries.
battery-powered ones.
Oh,
I
yeah,
always
yeah.
wanted to get one of those because it would be handy for the service side of it, where because most of the time I don't even use a nail gun anymore. It's just hand banging. Because to put on a bundle, I could have it done by the time I set up the compressor and run the cords and string up the hoses, and
Degree.
then it's
yeah.
just one more thing I gotta pack around all the time. So I normally don't even have a compressor on me unless if I know I'm going to do a job where it's
You have to do,
necessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've gotten pretty good at it. So
Yeah. Right on.
good at smashing fingers too.
yeah. I could imagine. Yeah, I've had a few black fingernails in my
Oh,
day.
yeah.
No doubt about it. There's no escaping it.
No.
Hey,
Oh,
there's
yeah, no.
another cool question. Hey, I'm gonna have to remember this for our next in-house interview. But worst injury, worst roofing injury.
Oh.
I'll let you guys go first because I'm gonna take the cake. But hey,
Yeah.
we'll let you guys start. Eh? What about you? Worst roofing injury, Brandon?
I fell off a front lower. I was working for questionable company, and it was way too cold and snowy to be on a roof, but he got mad and yelled at me and told me that
Wow.
I had to get it done. So I went on to the little lower and had this really weird ice and water, and I was sweeping and my feet come from underneath me, and I just slid right off the front deck lower, and I landed on a brick flower bed, and I broke my scaphoid bone, and I snapped one of my fingers straight up, and of course I didn't wait with the cast for as long as I was supposed to, and I cut it back so I could run the nail gun and keep working, and it's still broken.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah,
Well, hey,
Nice.
it could have been a lot worse, I suppose.
indeed.
And you're still roofing, right?
Yeah.
That's important. All right, Don. What about you, man?
Well, me, not yet, because the safety has been my number one priority for
Terrific.
me with the roofing. So since I with no pay roofing, no accident, work has been good. Yeah, so far no accident,
Hey, that's
No, yeah,
terrific.
no
That's
injuries.
great to hear.
no injuries. Yeah.
Because I mean, I've seen quite a few people, sent to the hospital with stitches, and everything else.
Yeah.
Watch people fall from the top of the ladder down the ladder and have their legs stuck in the ladder and they're dangling. I've seen some bad stuff, but for many of you listening may have already known that I fell off the roof and spent a while in the hospital. Certainly not a good injury, but it is what it is. Safety first. We were top safety before that as well, but I got complacent, right? So that's my own fault, no one else's. Okay, guys. Well, I think I got actually another shot in here and we can go over. Let's see what else we got. I think I got another cool one here of Da Master.
Oh, yeah.
Master Da.
It's Hunter, yeah.
Da. We have Day actually in this photo as well. He's also
the
remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, do you remember where you were in this photo?
Yeah, I was at the Water Valley. We were the one time we were hunting, and tried to get some whitetail deer.
Right on.
But at that time we didn't got any. But hopefully this year we'll get one.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, usually at the Water Valley you will get a lot of small games, but you have to find like specific spot where like there's gonna be a lot of animals. But because at that time we were only just to go and check out the spot, the places, and see where we're going. But yeah, hunting has been my second hobby so far.
Hunting.
Yeah, hunting.
Right on, hunting.
Yeah. It's a pretty good hobby, man.
I'm going to try to guess what you're shooting because I think you might be holding the Ruger 1022, but I don't see the ring in the front. Is that?
It's a semi-auto. Yeah, it's semi-auto. I believe it's either Savage or Ruger.
Okay, yeah.
So
right on.
semi-auto.
And then Day, he's got a break barrel, so
Yeah.
that must be break like a BB.
Yeah,
BB
like a
gun then.
BB. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Beeman maybe.
Maybe that. Yeah.
Beeman makes nice ones like that
That's right.
with scopes. Yeah, cool. Well, right on. I hope to get involved in hunting soon because I recently passed all my PAL courses.
Nice.
Next
Yeah,
step
good.
would be to, get involved in hunting. Hunting would be
Yeah, bow hunted is good too.
yeah. Bo, he's been out actually, and he's intended to drag me out down to McLean Creek actually. PLUZ. He said he wants to go down there and
I think
set up a couple traps and stuff.
At the McLean Creek, there's a lot of deer, a lot of whitetails and mule deers.
Yeah, well,
quite a lot.
I guess you take what you can get in the meantime, but
That's right.
taking a bigger game like that would be tricky. For sure.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes when you have to draw the tickets, usually take a while, probably like a year or two, before you can get your ticket to go to the place to hunt. Because usually with the mule deer, you always have to draw, right? So with the whitetail, you don't really have to draw. But now I'm trying to get into archery seasons.
Yeah, I noticed you
So-
went with Bo out to the
Yeah.
archery range a few times. Hey,
Yeah.
Jimbo's, I think.
Yeah,
is the
Jimbo's.
place.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jimbo's. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jimbo's.
Yeah, right
Jimbo
on.
has been the best place so far for me to go in and just have fun and shoot it around. Because right now I'm into compound bows too. So with that, yeah, man, Jimbo has been a really good place. Like even if somebody wants to go check it out. Has been a good place for me.
Yeah, right on. Bo's mentioned Jimbo's to me a few times. He's invited me. I haven't gone around and going out there with him, but Jimbo's sounds like fun.
Fun
But
place, man.
it'd be a nice step, to get familiar with another. I don't want to say weapon, but archery. Yeah,
Archery is
getting
good,
involved
yeah.
in archery. To have multiple skills under your belt like that, especially if you want to get interested in hunting.
Yeah, it's more challenges.
Because, yeah,
Yeah, it's more
Bo was
challenges.
telling me too that there's a longer hunting
Seasons.
for,
That's right. Yeah.
for archery.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
really?
You
A longer
can
season.
actually
Yeah.
get like elk and moose in that time frame without having to.
To draw.
Yeah.
To draw. Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest challenges because you can wait years and years until your name is pulled in the draw, and then if you can find an elk or a moose, so that's kind of.
wow.
But
I didn't know that. Holy man.
Yeah, man.
So it's way more. It's a much more difficult to get involved or to get the proper tags.
yeah.
They're
yeah.
tags that you want.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta pay. I think it's around $300 or something to be put into this draw, and then if your name's pulled or not is it's kind of the roll of the dice.
Wow. You said for elk or for
Elk and moose. You can-
holy man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Something. You
Yeah.
learn something
Elk
new every
and
day.
moose, yeah.
The
Yeah.
more you know about hunting, huh?
Yeah.
The more you
Yeah.
know.
And with the archery is way harder too. It's
Yeah.
more challenges
Oh, for
'Cause
sure.
like-
Yeah.
Trying to take down a moose with a bow.
with the bows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because, like, the most yard that you're going to shoot an elk or a moose is probably 20, 30 yards. You don't want to go too far because you might not be able to kill the elk or you're just going to injure them. So,
Would you need a crossbow in order to do it? Because you'd need like a really heavy pull, wouldn't you? Or could you do it with a traditional bow?
oh, I never tried traditional bows to hunt it, but like I will use compound bows. But with the crossbow, is considered as in the gun seasons because they're really strong, they're really powerful. So basically, you cannot use the crossbow in archery seasons.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, well, it would be smart for me to talk more with you and Bo about, getting into it. For sure,
That's
I'm
right,
learning
yeah.
from Brandon about tags. I'll have to talk to Brandon about the tags. Yeah.
Why not, man? Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Cool, yeah. I bought Savage Axis 2 308 Winchester, which you fired.
Oh yeah, fire one. Yeah, a couple times.
That would probably be, it might be overkill for what I'm going to try to hunt, but buying the kind of armament I thought would be necessary for that kind of thing. So,
Okay. Yeah, why not?
but yeah. No, hunting, certainly interesting. Nice hobby to have, and self-sustainability is super important as well. And
That's right.
fill a deep freeze full of meat would be certainly
Oh yeah,
Especially
that'd be
with,
super nice.
with meat prices nowadays.
everything.
It has over doubled in the last 6 months.
Yeah, wow.
Mhm.
August, I bought a half a cow for $800. I looked into it just last month, and it was 16.
Holy, really?
Like, it's a lot of meat. But
Hunter,
it's
yeah.
a lot of money to just
For-
to fill your freezer.
Well, for a whitetail or like a mule deer tag, it's only $30-$40 a tag. So
Oh, that's not
you
bad.
could get at least one
Yeah.
or two tags per year.
Cool.
So
There's a limit on...
yeah, there's a limit every
yeah.
year. Yeah, every year probably two. I'm sure mixed one is 2 or 3 per year.
I see.
Yeah. So yeah, every year is limited. It's limited. Like, let's say this year you bought a ticket, you cannot get it. That ticket's expired. You have to get a new one.
Well,
the
yeah,
year after.
population control would be important as
That's
well.
right. Yeah.
I mean, if people are over hunting, it can certainly impact the species, right?
That's right.
Let's just rewind for a minute, because I was a little surprised to hear Brandon say that he bought half a cow.
Oh.
Where do you buy half a cow? What?
Um,
You'd have to know somebody, or go
Well, you
straight to the source, right?
Not a full
you-
cows,
you
but half
can
a
go to
cows.
pretty much any butcher shop
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
and buy it. I got that one through our fellas at Standard Flashing.
Hey, right on.
They run one of the feedlots, and I think it was Ryan's Meats that cut it up and packed it all up for me. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, right on. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. Well, enough about hunting, right?
Yeah.
As fun as hunting is, but Doss started it, with having such a sweet photo.
Yeah, man.
We got Cookie Monster. What do we got here? Blah blah blah. You know what? I think I might have run through all the photos. You know what? I did. Cool. So what we can do is throw on the No Pain team photo. Hey, as a background. That's cool.
Look at
Everyone's looking
that.
good.
What
Look
a
at us
beautiful
go.
pictures.
Look at us. We're looking pretty good.
hardly even recognize you with that beard.
Yeah, I actually shaved my mustache off a couple days ago too, just for fun. Because
yeah.
That doesn't sound very fun.
I
at
don't know
all.
why. I don't know why. I just sometimes, just for the hell of it,
Well, you'll get it back in 2 weeks. Or
Carly
a week
hates
or
it.
two.
Carly hates it. It freaks her out, but kind of freaks me out too. Anyways, let's get this ball rolling. Let's learn a little bit more about you guys. If you could travel anywhere in the world for, say, an all-inclusive trip for a week, where would you go? And let's pretend anywhere you choose has a nice resort or whatever. But anyways, where would you go?
I always wanted to go to Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of a cool place.
Go buy a half a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Cool. Australia would be nice. Yeah.
Australia's good. Yeah.
Be cool to see. What's that? Like the Opera House in Sydney, like that big, huge, super nice white building. It's like a really famous opera house, I think.
Oh, in Australia. Yeah.
I think it'd be a lot of cool stuff. I mean, you'd have to watch out for dingoes. 'Cause dingoes got your baby, and you can put some shrimp on the barbie. And I'm sorry if anyone out there is Australian, because I'm not. I mean well, but you got to
guess-
pull Australian jokes when you can. How
Yeah.
often can you?
I guess
pull
you
those jokes?
kind of got to watch what time of year you go down there. Did you know they have a
mosquitoes.
spider season?
Oh man, I think
And-
I've seen some photos
yeah,
of that
and
actually.
like literally like all the playgrounds, everything is just like one sheet of cobwebs.
Ugh.
Like, and
Ugh.
they got like 9 out of the 10 most deadliest snakes there. And dingoes.
That's
I
brutal.
heard they're pretty vicious. So
That's crazy.
you know,
Yeah, I wouldn't
It
want to
would
have to
be-
deal with that.
it would be an adventure for sure.
Yeah.
Be cool to just see those animals too. Just the kind of animals you never see around these parts. That'd be super cool. Okay, Da, what about you?
Probably back to my home country.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I haven't been back there like probably in 10 years.
really?
Yeah, it has been a good for me because like I came to Canada back in 2010. So for me, it's like I think it's 12 years now. 12 years now that I have to go back to my country. Yeah. So the place is called Gathule though. Gathule is in Myanmar, but it's Gathule, so it's like that. Yeah, that is the place that we call it, and it's beautiful place. It's beautiful. It's beautiful place.
Myanmar.
Yeah, and it's in the jungles too. So basically,
Hey, right on.
oh yeah, it's beautiful place. Beautiful place. I wouldn't mind go back there for like a month or two just to go back and revisit all the memories. Cause back in if you're back there right now, there's no electricity, there's no nothing. You're just in the like jungles, hunting, fishing, and just live your life, you know. And like, and to be able to do that, I want to go back and do that again, you know, to the childhood memories and stuff. But yeah, back then there's no phone, no electricity, no TVs, no nothing. Just a bunch of us small kids just go out and play in the like in the mud, in the rainy days, slide down. It's fun, man. It's fun.
It sounds fun.
How do all the kids survive without their tablets and cocoa melon?
Basically, you just go out and play, man. There's nothing like there's no tablet, there's no internet.
You go hunting
And hunting,
Yeah.
fishing. Oh man, it's pretty fun, really fun. Really
I think
fun.
that would be a way better quality of life than
Oh,
a lot of aspects that we have here that
Yeah, I agree.
people are so addicted to their phones and kids are so addicted to their tablets. Like, you want anything done around my house, you take the tablets.
Yeah, I believe you. I might have a problem with that too. It's really easy, but I try to use my device for organization, like best I can, because I mean it's right there and it's a super computer. But you get pulled into YouTube videos and stuff sometimes for too long. You get stuck on the toilet for 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's right,
You're
man.
like,
Yeah.
"Uh-oh."
Yeah. For me, it's like two different lives. You know, coming in here is like another life. But
Yeah.
then going back there is just another life. So.
I mean, all the food here too. Everything's processed, and it's easy to get sucked into a bad diet, things like that. You know.
Yeah. That's right.
Have anything you want at the push of a button. Skip the dishes, as we were talking about.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
One of the best but worst things ever.
Yeah, for sure. I think you put it earlier as a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's actually nice that you'd pick to go back home like that rather than to go party or to go to some crazy resort. And then you, Brandon, too, would like to experience
Australia. Yeah.
a place like that. That's very unique to the world, and that's super cool. I'll make it quick. Mine would be Egypt. Always. I've always been completely fascinated by Egyptology and obviously Giza and pyramid complex and everything that surrounds it. So I would certainly go to Egypt. That would be super cool. Okay. Favorite sports team, favorite sport. What I'm always been Vancouver Canucks. I'm always hockey. Vancouver Canucks for me. What do you guys got?
You go ahead first, bud.
Honestly, I'm not too much of a sports guy, but if I had to choose, I'd go with the Calgary Flames.
Yeah, right on.
Support home.
Cool. Yeah, I really don't watch sports much. I grew up playing hockey, so I had a favorite hockey team, but yeah, I kind of lost interest in. I mean, physically it was terrific for me, but I mean, as for being a super fan and going to games and stuff, I'd rather go to a concert or something. But
Well, going to a
Calgary
game's one
Flames.
thing, but to sit at home and watch a hockey game on TV, I just not my thing.
Last time I did that was when the Stanley Cup was in Vancouver,
Yeah.
and the Canucks were sitting there trying to get it, and then the riots happened.
Oh, yeah.
And then the riots went down. There's actually a band in Calgary called Riot City, and I'm fairly certain that was kind of derived from the riots that happened in Vancouver because of that. But yeah, unless there's a huge game, then I'd probably watch it for a bit.
Sweet, man.
Yeah. What about you, Da? Huh? Favorite sports team? If you got one.
Oh, I have a lot. I'm into a lot of sports, but my main sport is probably soccer and wrestling. For me, main sport is wrestling.
Cool.
Because I've been doing wrestling for quite a while, and I stopped when I was graduated. So, because I was doing wrestling for 5 years, and then the second one is soccer. So the soccer, my favorite team is Manchester City.
Okay.
Yeah, Manchester City, and that's soccer. So, but for me, wrestling is number one.
Wrestling,
wrestling
cool.
is number
Right
one,
on.
yeah,
Do you like have a specific style, or like a jiu-jitsu or something like that? Is there a more specific?
No, just I mean, if I want to learn, I will go with Muay Thai.
Okay, right.
Yeah, Muay Thai, but yeah, Muay Thai will be for me. It's gonna be the best options for me if I want to do it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only experience I have in wrestling was just like when me and Bo and Nolan or something, because me, Bo, and Nolan grew up outside of the city together. We would just like wrestle a lot. We didn't know what we were doing, but just try to like tap each other out and stuff like
Bo's
that.
a strong dude, man.
Yeah, Bo's a strong dude for sure.
Yeah.
I learned
Bo's
that the hard way a few times actually.
He wrestled me one time. Yeah, Bo, man, what a guy.
Yeah,
Strong guy.
I think there's videos of you guys wrestling the same night you flipped Nolan.
Oh, I think that was Bo. Bo flipped Nolan.
That was funny.
and
Was
then
that Bo? Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah,
and
yeah,
then I
that
was wrestling my boss. Yeah, yeah.
I got
we had a couple
videos on
games.
my phone of Daw wrestling every person on the crew.
Yeah,
And yeah,
good times. Right on.
Yeah, it's good time.
Cool.
It's good time with the crews. Yeah.
Right on. Well, hey, as for sports, I mean, hunting counts as a sport. Actually, I think.
I was yeah,
Kind of.
hunting.
I think
yeah.
there's some gray area, but I feel like hunting counts as a sport. I think I've seen that somewhere.
I will say so. Yeah.
Okay, we've got a quick question that I think Brandon mentioned earlier. I thought it was a cool question, but just give some of the best and worst reasons for living in the city, right? Calgary is a bit of a jungle, and we talked about skip the dishes. We talked about technology and everything else. Can you think of any other horrible reasons or, terrific reasons for living in the city?
not overly, no.
No, I'd say one. There's a lot of roofs. There's a lot of roofs in the city.
Yeah.
That is the only big reason is work is so
Yeah.
close.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
like I grew up in Vulcan, so and though pretty much my whole childhood I couldn't wait to get out of the small town and move to the big city. And I once I finally got here, I think I was here for about a year, and I ended up going back to the small town. I lived in High River for the last few years, but I just moved to be closer to work. So
Right on. Well, good choice. I mean, we have a stadium in Calgary, and a lot of good bands come through here.
yeah.
And
That's right.
I think, like I said, outside of work, concerts, bands, having a music scene too is a really important thing. A lot of good venues.
I would like to find a smaller town around the city, like Chestermere would be a really nice place. Or
Yeah.
you have the lake, and it's still more of a small community kind of feel, and
More urban.
it's only 8-10 minutes outside of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Cochrane, that would be a really nice town to live in.
I agree. I do. There's a lot of calls out there for
Yeah.
sure. Cochrane or Chestermere. Chestermere is a little nicer. Cochrane's a little smaller, but both. It's nice to it feels like you can breathe a little bit better
Yeah.
out there outside of the.
And from my aspect, it's just a little bit better to have kids in a smaller town compared to the city, I think, anyways. So I got enough trouble in a small town. So.
Yeah, I suppose so. There's less
That's
police
true, man.
officers,
Yeah.
less everything.
That's true.
How about you, Da? What do you think? Best, worst reasons for living in the city?
I will say work too, because if you're a roofer, then you know that it's best to live in a big city where there's a lot of roof. But if you're not a roofer, then I think for me, if I'm not a roofer, I would choose a countryside, where like on the weekend I could just go out in the forest or go hunt, do this, do that. But in the city, like I would say, I'm here to different people. You will like I would say is that people like different things. It's just that I like to go out, like hunting, fishing, do all those outdoor activities and stuff. And but yeah, man. But one thing in the city is like traffic jam too. So
Yeah.
if you have to go somewhere, usually Deerfoot, it's pretty slow.
Those are good reasons.
Yeah,
No
man.
doubt about it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of driving so much. I mean, I have no choice, as we all have no choice.
For the service
For
guys,
the work that we do, yeah. I mean, yeah, the re-roofers sometimes, too, have to go across the entire city. They have to leave super early in the morning, beat rush hour and all that good stuff. But, yeah. Okay, well, got
Indeed.
one more interesting question for you guys before we move into the end of the podcast. It's been close to an hour, and for all of you who've been watching this as long as you have been, we appreciate it. Thanks for all the comments. Comments are coming in. That's great. Remember, we have a mystery word challenge going, so keep your ears open for it. We've said it a few times.
Yeah.
keep your ears open because we might say it again, and you might just win something if you get it right. So, back to the podcast. Hidden talents. Huh? Hidden talents. You got any hidden talents? Secret talents? We'll start with Brandon. Come on. You must have something. You must got something. I saw you lift a bundle up over your head. You clean and jerk that bundle, huh? Is that a secret talent? I don't know if I can pull that off.
Super strength. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Super strength? You could probably smoke some meats, unlike anyone else. That might be a hidden talent.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to operate a smoker, so.
I shall teach you.
Yeah, right on. But we'll leave it to you.
Yeah,
You got anything, Brandon?
Honestly, not really.
No? Well, that's okay. I mean, there's a reason it's a secret. He just doesn't want to tell us. Right?
Secret
I
hidden
roof
talent.
and smoke meats.
Yeah. Well, he decided to keep it a secret. That's the thing.
So,
It's a secret.
Yeah, why
That's
not, man?
okay.
Yeah.
That's
It's called.
okay.
That's why it's called a secret.
Yeah, that's right. It's a
That's why it's
secret
called a secret.
talent. What about you, Duh? Any secret talents that you are willing to share with us?
Well, for me, because to me, my favorite hobby and stuff is going out and all this and that, hunting. But for me, I could play a little bit of, just a little bit of drums.
Yeah.
A little bit of guitar.
Yeah, there
just
you
a
go.
little bit, tiny bit.
Right
yeah,
on.
Yeah. And yeah, man. And so one of our guys is our crew members, William. Oh man, that guy. He said, oh yeah, guitar.
Yeah, Willie can shred.
Yeah, and drums, bass, guitar. Oh man, he's been teaching a lot of kids.
Yeah, that's
Guitar-
great,
guitar, a lot of
actually.
kids,
That's
yeah.
great.
So, from I learning from him. I just learning from him. So
Yeah, that's good.
It's been my little small secret. Yeah.
If he's teaching others, it's a good idea to utilize those skills, to pull in some extra cash, teaching, things like
Yeah.
that. But I'm happy to hear you're learning
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Yeah, cause in Calgary, like for our people, we have a small communities.
Mm.
So he only teach like every Sunday, so 3-4 kids. Oh man, but now those kids they can play drums pretty well. So it has only been like a couple months, and they can start playing mostly all of the songs like classic, hip hops,
Yeah, cool.
just like basic stuff.
Yeah,
But,
right
oh,
on.
yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Cool.
nice.
Well, keep at it.
Yeah,
That's great. Okay. We're going to put Daniel on the spot.
that's right.
Hidden talents? You got
Come on,
any
Daniel.
hidden talents, Daniel?
I produce music on my digital.
Right on. Cool. Okay, so outside of all the photography and all the video stuff, can produce music also. For those of you who couldn't hear him, that's super cool, man. That's super cool. I don't produce digital music, but I have a studio of my own on the other side of these curtains. But it's all rock and roll, heavy metal kind of stuff. But as for programming beats and stuff, I have like digital keyboards and things, so like making beats there. But as for how to operate, that would be a skill I'd like to learn someday. But hey, right on. We are all
Yeah, man.
much more interesting than people think we are. Everyone is. Everyone has something that other people don't know, and everyone is good at something. And you should own it, and you should always own it. Take
It is,
advantage
man.
of the skills that you
Yeah,
have,
man.
right? And
Agreed.
one thing that we can agree on unanimously is that we are all skilled roofers, right?
That's right.
And not everybody's a skilled roofer, so we should be proud of ourselves. Yeah, yeah, more skilled than quite a few roofers. As I said, again, I've been doing some crazy inspections, and I've seen some wild stuff, and makes me feel really good inside knowing that I think we work for the best roofing company in the city. Which brings us to the last question of the
That's
podcast.
right.
The last question: what makes No Payne Roofing the best roofing company in the city? It's a
Good
loaded question.
Yeah.
Not to toot our own horn, but it's important for us to spread the word. It's important for us to give people as much confidence as we possibly can about our capabilities on the roof, right? So what do you think? We'll start with Brandon, huh? What makes No Payne the best roofing company in the city?
Well, I would probably point out Mr. Michael Payne again.
Mike Payne.
Yeah.
All right, Mike Payne. Mike Payne, No Payne.
He is
Phenomenal boss.
one of the best bosses I've ever had. I've been working with Mike on and off since I was 13. And he kind of goes above and beyond for his employees and for the customers. Kind of And he always makes sure that we have all the proper training, where a lot
Indeed.
of other companies don't put you through the ventilation courses, and even every couple years, just as a refresher, he'll pay for everybody to go just to have that fresh in your mind.
Yeah, that's right.
Puts you through the certain TEED courses. He makes the safety thing pretty much mandatory, but he pays you really well to take your time and
That's right.
be safe and do an awesome job.
Of
Where
course.
a lot of bosses, they're more concerned about making money, and that's lower on Michael's list.
Of course. You said yourself, quality over quantity
That's the one.
is
yeah.
incredible, and he's going to pay you appropriately to be sure that you do the job right the first time.
Yeah.
Like you
So-
said, bundle rates, people are just flying by as fast as they can and cutting corners and screwing things up.
A lot.
That
A
does
lot,
not
yeah.
fly. That does not fly in no paint roofing.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, right on. Yeah, Mike definitely takes the cake when it comes to world's best boss.
That's
No
right.
doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about that at all. What's up, man? What makes No Pain Roofing the best roofing company in Calgary, Alberta?
I think Brandon has mentioned all of it too, but man, Mike Payne is like the best boss, man, that I have.
Yay,
Yeah,
Mike!
man, Mike's all the way, man. For me, it's like, for me to get a proper train and then to work on the roof with the best guys on top of the roof is just the best quality, like to so that we don't have to rush to. So make sure like everything has to be proper, even though like ventilators, small vents, those stuff, everything has to be properly, and that's why we take our time to do it. So like Brandon says, like quality over quantity. So and like Mike Payne's all like it's on top right now.
For sure.
So, man.
Right on. Well, let's hope Mike is listening.
Yeah, man. Let's
Right?
hope he listens. Yeah.
I think he has been, because No Pain's been commenting. He's listening. He's making sure that I don't screw anything up. It's, a job of its own. But it's important that he gets the
credit
credit that he deserves.
That's
for
right.
sure, right?
Mhm.
He's the mastermind behind all of this, and he's provided all of us with an opportunity that we cannot take for granted, right?
You know?
That's right.
Yeah, right on. Well, it's been super cool having you guys here. Brandon hasn't seen the podcast pad until now, let
No.
alone,
Yeah.
No Pain office space as well. So
Yeah.
welcome, and thanks for coming by.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Bye.
And you, Da, I think you might have partied here once before at the podcast.
Podcast.
Well, we might. I think we might have to do a No Pain podcast party. See
Yeah,
how many
man.
guys we can fit into this room.
Yeah, man. Why not? That'll be nice.
Well, again, I'm super happy you guys came.
Thank
It
you.
was
man.
cool.
Thank
I
you.
know more about both you. I didn't know that you'd known Mike for that long. I didn't know you'd worked on and off with Mike since you were 13. That's
I've
crazy.
known him since I was 9.
Yeah, well,
That's
right on.
crazy. That's great,
cool.
yeah.
That's really nice to see you guys.
Friendship and it's like
Yeah.
the balance.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He's
Pretty crazy.
definitely the longest friendship I've ever had, and can hands down say he's probably one of the best friends I've ever had.
Right on.
So
That's nice to hear. Yeah.
Agreed.
And with you, Da, it's cool to know more about you. I didn't know that hunting was such a big thing for you, which
Ooh,
is
it's big,
super
yeah.
cool.
It's good. Yeah. man.
Wrestling, all that stuff, really cool. But I think above all else, to know that you'd like to go home like that and just be with your friends, your old friends and family, and be back in your hometown is admirable. No doubt about
Yeah,
that.
man. One day maybe we'll get Mike to go there. to go
Yeah,
there.
I just got to
man.
book a
Yeah.
really big roof, and
Yeah,
we'll bring
man.
the entire company out there to do it.
Why not, man?
Nolan and I actually, for those of you who don't know, we've been mentioning Nolan. He had worked with No Pain for a long time. He was part of the team for a long time, and there's a lot of stories. Anyways, aside from that, Nolan and I actually did a re-roof in Vernon, BC, once we drove down there to do it. It was
Oh.
actually a family friends of mine who needed a roof, and he sent us down there to do it, which is cool. So if you're over the hills and far, far away, No Pain can come to you if it's
Anywhere.
reasonable,
Yeah.
because it was worth it, and it was nice getting to see these old family friends that I had known for so long. Well, anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been going on about an hour of me and Da and Brandon, and it's been cool. We've been having fun. Went over some cool photos, learned a lot of cool things about each other, and learned a lot about the company, 'cause we know the company, but it's been fun talking about business and talking about the best roofing company in Calgary, right?
That's right.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Again, the
Thank you,
mystery
man.
word. We have been saying it.
A
I'm
lot.
not going to say it
Probably,
again,
Yeah.
but I've been saying it. Be sure to comment your guesses. And if you win, we'll let you know. We'll ship the prize straight to you. And for those of you who don't know exactly what that is, I forgot to bring it out. But we have No Pain Roofing Backpack Picnic basket backpack suite cooler built-in bag. I didn't describe it wrong. What am I doing? I don't know how to describe a picnic backpack. It's a picnic basket backpack with a built-in cooler, and we're going to throw in a No Payne Roofing picnic blanket along with it. So keep your eyes peeled or rewatch if you have to try and guess it, but comment your answers.
Yeah.
We're going to be coming back again in a week with a new guest. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but we will be live again on the same platforms next week, Thursday, 3 p.m. So be sure to tune in. And once again, thank you guys for listening. It's been super fun. Thanks, Thanks, Brandon. It's been a blast. And in the meantime, everyone stay safe, roof safe, and enjoy the sunshine.